Is it screen is visible?
Yes, ma'am.
So we are discussing in the last class about the interfaces where we discussed what is the technical duty, correct? So where we have debugging of IDOC, extension of IDOC, and customizing IDOC. These are the technical duties of ABAP, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Any questions up to today's topic? In the previous topics, if you have any questions, let me know.
No, ma'am.
Then we'll start about that extension of IDOC first. Then we'll see customizing the IDOC. Then we'll see how to debug the IDOC also. What is extension of IDOC? For the existing IDOC, we are going to add something extra fields. That is called extension of IDOC. See, we have VBAK table. By using append structure, we added some extra fields to that table, correct? Same like that. So we are going to see extension of IDOC where for the existing IDOC, we are going to add extra some fields. How to add the fields? Just go like table, append structure, add it. Here it's not like that. So here what you need to do, if you want to add the fields, you can't directly add the fields. You have to add the fields first under the segments. Once you add it under the segments, then that segment will be added to the IDOC type, and then that will be attached to the message type. And whatever you added, that extra segment and the field, you have to pass the value. For that, you have to enhance the program, which is existing program, which is filling basically the segments which are available in the IDOC type. But now you added extra segments. For that, you have to write explicitly code. So that and all steps you need to do under outbound when I'm sending out. Inbound side, same segment creation will be the same, extending the ad hoc will be the same, attaching to the message type will be the same. But when the inbound, if you see partner profile, what you are giving in the inbound side, process code. Okay, process code. What is that process code? For that function module will be attached. So, what is that function module? It is going to fetch the data, correct? So, there is an existing standard function module that you have to go and add extra piece of code for your segment and the field to fetch the data. So, this you need to do in the inbound side. How you know you have to enhance the program, enhance the function module means, so that's the reason we learned in the previous concept executable method, change pointers method, message control method, and all, so that we can easily understood. Okay, so this is extension of IDOC. Before going to show the extension of IDOC, first I want to show you how to existing IDOC type, message type, and I want to see the program, all these things. Okay, where can I see that? Existing process I'm showing, I'm not creating any new. Okay, we can see WE30 where I can see the IDOC type for mat mass 05 is the IDOC type, which you can see this. So this is the IDOC type where you have all these segments, even Maram, even Maravan, even MAKTM, like that you have all the segments. What all these things? These are the segments. Every segment will start with E1. You can see E1 Maram. You can double click like this and it will show that it is a mandatory segment. How many values you can pass in this, and then you can go to the segment editor where it will take you to the same segment only. You can see segment is nothing but collection of fields. I don't want to go double click and go means you can just come back and copy the segment name and go to W31 where we can see the segment. Give the segment and click on display so that it's going to display all the collection of fields here. Clear? So this is about the IDOC, which is collection of segment. Segment is a collection of fields. Up to here it is clear, right?
Yes.
Online?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then we say that Matmas message type is attached to the IDOC type. W82 is the transaction code where you can see that the connection matmas is my message type. For that you can see matmas 010203 up to 05 is attached. Okay, so these are the connection between message type and the IDOC type I can see in W82. Clear ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So, and then we can see that BD10 transaction slash n BD10 is the transaction which is sending the material master. You can go to system status to find the program name. You can see this is the program name. Or how to find the program name? I have one more way. What is that? Go to SE93, give the T code BD10 and click on display. You're able to see this is the program. This is the standard program which is going to generate the IDOC and share with the other system. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. In the ఇడ్లీ వడ మా కొంచెం వాటర్ తెచ్చి వాటర్ ఒకటి సార్ so this is outbound side. Inbound side, segment same, IDOC type same, assigning to the message type will be the same, but we'll have process code. Where can we see the process code? WE42 is the transaction code where we can see the thanks where we can see the process code. What is the process code I given? MAT-M. You can see select it and click on display. You can see that in that this is the function module name idoc input matmas01. You can see it's a function module which is going to fetch the data into your system. Is it clear? This is existing process which I shown. Now we are going to see extension steps. Up to here, any questions, ma? Existing ones I shown. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then we are going to see the extension of IDOC. I want to extend the same, whatever I shown up to now, matmas05. These fields are not enough. I want to add extra field under even Mara M. Okay. So this is the segment. Under that, I want to add one more field. So how can you add directly? You can add the field. No, not possible. First, you need to create that field under the segment slash home WE31. Who will be going to give these details? Okay, which field need to be added, under which segment need to be added, that will be comes into the requirement functional specification. Hey, there is a revision level field, add at even mara m level. There is a one more field, add at even marci level. Like that they are going to give. So when you want to add at separate places, then you have to create separate segments. So I'm going to create the segment. So creating means what we need to do, z r y. So I'm starting with z e1 22 new. I'm just click on create. So 7 characters is the best. You have to follow that rule. If not, also no problem. For adding extra fields, okay, you can add whatever fields you want. I'm just adding the existing fields which is already available. Okay, if you want to create a new data element and assign also. Okay, like this we'll be saving this segment. Once we saved local object, then we have to come out. Okay, so I created the segment with whatever I want. Come back and edit set release. What is the meaning of this edit set release? Means I just created my segment, added the fields. After this I'm not going to add any more extra fields to that. Done. So that's what we are saying, that's edit set release. Okay, once you release, you are not able to add any field to this segment. You are not able to. Then I want to add functional set first. Initially only three. After that, he asked me to add two more fields at that time. What to do? So, edit, cancel, release. You have to cancel it, then add it, then set release again. So, this is the steps you have to follow. Clear, ma? Creating the segment is clear online.
Yes, ma'am.
So, I'm just going to note down the segment names and all so that I won't forget. This is the segment name. Okay, like this, how many segments you want to create, you can just create it based on your requirement. You want to add at different level. Okay, I want to add at here. See, they're saying that I want to add some fields under this segment. I want to add some fields at this segment, and I want to add under this segment. Then we are going to give different segments. We are going to create custom segments also based on the requirements. We are going to create. I just created here only one, and where to attach that segment creation is done. You can see I'll go one by one, step by step. Creating segment is done. Clear, right? Any questions under this creating segment
No, ma'am.
No,
online?
ma'am.
Yeah. Then assign the segment to IDOC type by extending the IDOC. You are not creating new IDOC. Already IDOC is there with all these segments. You want to extend it, means add extra to this existing one. How to do that? For that, slash n WE30 is the T code. Go here and give the custom segment name, because when you are adding it, it becomes custom, right? Z mass 05 and extension. I'm going to do extra addition to this. Then click on create. Already exist. Matmas 22 I'm just giving, click on create. So it should be 8 characters length. Okay, fine. And link it to which type? So I want matmas 05 is the existing, I want to link to that. Means take all the segments from that extra add. Okay, to add extra segments, just click on continue. So now you can see Z matmas 22. This is the your IDOC type. If you see, all these are the standard segments which is copied from matmas 05. Now what I want to do, under this I want to add. Just click on create. So insert as a child. Okay. So my custom segment E1 Z even 21 new 22 new, sorry. So this is the segment. And is it a mandatory segment? Means compulsory you have to fill or not. That will be decided by functional, not by you, based on the requirement. Then what is the minimum and maximum? For example, here I want to fill only one record, means we'll give one and one. But you can repeat multiple times, means one, four nines. So this is the maximum limit. Means only one record will come into this segment, means they'll say one to one, or multiple will comes, then one to triple nine. This is also will be explained by functional only. Under which segment you want to add, that is also will be given by functional only. You can't take the decision, you are just going to follow the steps and add it. That's it. So you can see it is added under this, but it is not a mandatory, and it is having 1 to 999 values can be passed. Save it. Like this, you want to add any extra segments, under any segments you can just add it, and then come back, then edit, set release. Means I'm just releasing this idoc tag. Means from now onwards you can't add any extra segments to this, even though it is custom, you can't add it. Okay. Then if I want to add in future, what to do? So you need to go for edit, cancel, release. The same process. Edit, cancel, release, and then you have to add extra fields, then set release. So this is how you need to follow. This is about extension of idoc type. Any questions here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. So this is also done. So segments I created, you can see segments I created, after that assigned to the extension. Now attach this extension idoc type to message type. How to attach? So go to /n/E82 is the T code. Go to the change mode. Okay. So now you are going to click on new entries, because I want to maintain that. What is my message type? I know that mat mass is my message type. After that, what is the basic type which I linked? Mat mass 05 which I linked. And then for that, what is the extension which I created? So this is the extension which I created. And then release. You can see that 740, the release number will be visible at the segment releasing time. You can observe that. Okay. Save it. Done. This is how I linked up here. Okay. After that, for this new extension, I have to write the code. Where to write the, up to here, is it clear? Attaching to the message type extension.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Then we have to write the code. In which program? So I'm going for SC93. In that, BD10 is the program which is going to send out. Click on display. You can go to the program, double click or copy into SC38. You can see there are, this is standard program. Can I go change and add it? No, standard programs are not allowed to do the change. So you won't have access to change. Then how can I add that extra new segment and the fields? Means we'll have so many enhancement points, enhancement sections, and we have like a customer exits, user exits, bodies, like that. We have lot of concepts are available. So what is that we are going to see in the next concept called enhancements. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
So this is about extension of idoc in the outbound side. Then what we need to do inbound side, same, creating the segment. Already we saw that. Assigning the segment to the idoc type by extension, that is we already saw that. Attaching the extension of idoc type to the message type, that is also same. Next, what is that? In the inbound side, you don't have T code, you will have the process code. So what is that process code? We can see in WE42. Just check the process code. Matem and select that process code and click on display. You can see the function module is attached. Double click on that, it will take you. You can see it started with I, means what kind of function module it is, standard or customized?
Standard.
Standard, right? Standard, can I go for the change? No, it is not possible. Then how can I add extra that segments and all into this? Means you will have here also enhancement points, sections, customer exit, user exit, baddies, all these options. We are going to discuss in the next concept about that. Clear, ma?
Yeah.
So once we did the extension, so we saw that in the executable method partner profile creation, correct? Slash n double e 20 for creating the partner profile. I created with logical systems, and what is the name? LS 22810. So this is the one which I created outbound side. Select it and click on display. Normally, if it is whom to send to this partner with this port, that is and all fine. What to send matmas and matma 05. Only that is we are giving before. But now you have extension also. See, observe, there is an extension. You have to attach this. But this is not you are going to do, functional are going to do. Then why we are learning this? Means after doing that extension, you have to give that extension of idoc type name to functional. They will config here. Then if it is functional duty, why we are checking? Means, for example, they're saying that, hey, when I'm running this after extension of idoc, I generated the idoc and it is not sending that data properly. If someone said how to do that, just go and debug always. No. First, you are going to check the iDog. So, what is this iDog? I extended. Is that extension is available or not? If they attach it there in the configuration, it will come here. So that, okay, extension, everything they did configuration. So, fine, this segment is not coming, means I'll go and keep the breakpoint and run. But here, no extension is coming, means they did configuration level wrong. So we will reach out to them. Hey, I already created the extension and given to you. You are not did the properly the configuration. Go and check, because if you are did the configuration, that will come here, which is not happened. Like this, we are going to analyze and give. That's the reason from the starting, even though your duty is not there in the partner profile model view, and even in the connections and all, we learn all the steps so that we can easily understand by seeing the messages. Clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. This is about extension of iDoc. If it is clear, then I'll go for the next. Can I?
Yes, ma'am.
Next one is customizing iDoc. Here, very less code, more number of steps will be there. You have to remember all the steps with the transaction codes. Definitely interview, if they are touching that iDocs, they'll ask first T codes only. Okay. Now, customizing iDoc. What is customizing iDoc? I don't want to add extra fields to the existing table. I want to create new table, that is called customized table. Same here, whichever it is already available, the ad type, message type, all those things, that is not suitable for my requirement. Then what I'm going to do? I'm just going to create a customizing IDOC. Can we start doing that customizing IDOC?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah. Here also we have to perform all the steps. First, you need to create the segments, not one or two. How many you want for your requirement? That many segments you want to create. Then you want to create a new IDOC type. Okay. and under that you will assign all the segments. Then create a new message type also, and assign link to that message type with the idoc type. Then create a program where you can write the code to generate the idoc. And once you created the program and you return the code, based on the requirement, whether you are going to create the T code or output type, that will be decided by functional. If they said functional, for this program, create a T code and give, okay, you will create a T code and you will give to them, they'll use it. If they're asking no need of creation of any T code, just create up to the program only, they said means they're going to use it under the NACE configuration. That's the reason we saw that executable method. You can see BD10, BD11, BD12 like that. You'll have T codes. When it is master data to exchange, they'll ask to create a T code. If it is transactional data to create customizing ad hoc also for transactional data, they won't ask you to create a T code. You can do that configuration level underneath. Okay, so that will be handled by functional only. So then, so these are the outbound side steps. Inbound, same, creating segment, creating idoc type, creating message type, assigning message type to idoc type. Then in the right side, we have process code. For that, you need a function module. So create a function module. Once you created function module, we are going to create process code. For that, these are the two steps which is prerequisite. Once it is done, you can create the process code. So these are the steps. We'll see one by one so that you can understood better. Can we start?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay then. So I'm going to start with segment creation. So slash n WE31 to create the segments. Action master. Hmm.
ఇడ్లీ 2 వరలు వేసిన
Hmm.
అది తినేసిన వచ్చి
Hmm.
నేను బయలుదేరుతా
Hmm. Yeah. WE31 is the T code where we are going to have even segments and all. I want to create ZE1, okay, 22, new one. I'm just giving any some other name and click on create. So you can give any name. So based on the requirement, you're going to do POSNR, which is POSNR underscore VA, and MATNR, MATNR, and ZMENG. For that ZMENG, there is a different data element. Okay, so like that. So this is how I created already one, right? I'm going to reuse that and I'm going to create one more segment. Okay, so these are the two segments which is available. Just come back and you can see edit, set, release. You can see that version. Okay, so copy this segment. So this is the segment which is already available. I created one more. Just two I created, but based on the requirement, you can create n number of. Now I'm going to create the idoc type slash n WE30 where Z new idoc. So this is the basic type only, new one I'm creating. I'll give the numbers at 20 to n idoc and then click on create. There is no required, but just new idoc type, click on continue. You can see that we have, under that we are attaching the segments. What is that segments? So z even 22 new, so this is the segment. So based on the requirement they'll give this how many segments, whether it is mandatory or not. I want to repeat only one record or one too many. So under this I want to create one more segment as a child, yes, or at the same level you can add. So for that I'm having one more segment. You can see this, copy and give it here. Then it is not a mandatory and it should be repeated 149 times. So click on continue. So like that we are going to add all the segments under the idoc type. Save it, local object, done. This is how we are going to create the new idoc type. Edit, set, release. Yes, I don't want to add extra any segments to this. This is the ready. So what is that? Now I have custom segments and this is the custom idoc type. After that, what I need to do? I need to custom message type I need to create. W81 to create custom new. Just go to the change and click on new entries. Z22 mess I just given new message type. For your requirement whatever is there you can just give. Okay, just save it, done. That's it. This is how you're going to create the message type. So this is my message type now. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to link the idoc type to the message type. Slash and w82 is the t code. Just go to the change and then click on new entries. I'm just giving the message type which I created custom. Yes. For that, what is the idoc type? This is the idoc type. This is basic type. For this, I'm not done any extension. It is customized. 740 is the released. Save it. Done. So this is also done. Then what I need to do, I need to create a program, SE38 program. Under this, what is the logic I need to write? I need to write the logic to fetch based on the requirement. Like if they given selection screen, give these fields, then pass to this and validate the data like that. So you can write all those logic, you know. So how to generate the idoc, that is very important, right? Master idoc distribute. This is the function module which is going to generate the idoc. If you are passing that information to this function module, you can see in the importing you are going to pass control record information, means to which system and all. And in that table you can see EDIDD where you are going to fill all the segments and the data and pass, so that it's going to generate the idoc. Okay, so how can I write this program, ma'am? Means you can just Google it, or you can go to the where user list and check how it is already utilized in your system. So here it is IDES version more. Maybe you are not getting that custom programs, but in your real time definitely they will use. You'll have already here also they created. You can see, double click on that, it will take you. They're passing the control record information, messages and idoc. So this is how they are filling. You can see message type and idoc type they are filling into the control record, and for the idoc they are filling in the top the idoc t underscore idoc. They're filling the segments under that whatever it's that. Like that you can see that and understand, and you can pass the information to that. Clear? So this is how you're going to pass to that function module and write the code, but based on the requirement. How the selection screen, what is required, but this is the function module will be used for generating the IDOC in your program. Master IDOC distribute. This is you have to by heart. In the interview, they won't ask how you written the code and all, but they'll ask how you, what you use to generate the IDOC. At that time, you need to use, say that a master IDOC distribute is the function module which I used in my program to generate the IDOC. Clear, ma? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
After that, they want to create the T code also. You know that how to create a T code for your program. And if they don't want T code, they will utilize in the configuration, they'll do that. So then outbound side steps I'm done. So inbound side also I'm going to start. Creating new segment as it is same. Creating the IDOC type is it is the same. Creating message type will be the same. Attaching that message type to IDOC type will be the same. But here in the inbound side, you need to create function module because you want to assign that to the process code. So you have to create function module. SC37 you can go and create Z22 fetch IDOC or whatever it is that. Click on create. So function group is mandatory Z22FG, which I have already previous function group. I use it the same to add the data or whatever it is to fetch the data. Click on continue. You're going to create. In this, what you're going to receive, control record information. In the tables, you're going to get data record information. The same. If you want similar kind of, you can see master IDOC distribute and you can write the code in that function module. What is the importing parameters, what is the exporting, and all that will be given by the functional. Okay, so that we are going to write the function module. Once we created the function module, then you have to create process code. But before creating the process code, you have two mandatory steps to be done. What is that? Assign function module to message type and IDOC type EE57/O57. So here go to the change mode and you can click on new entries. The same function module name. What is the function module name which I created? Z22FIDOC. The same I'm going to give. And here, what is this? It's a function module. What is the basic type? Means my IDOC type. What is the IDOC type which I created? Z22N IDOC. So this is the one which is basic type, and there is no extension for that. Message type. What is the message type which I created? Z22 mess. Copy and give the message type here. Okay, and the direction is it is a inbound, and save it. Done. So this step is done. After that, what you need to do? So another mandatory step is there. So assign function module to process code BD51. Just go here /n BD51. Just click on new entry. You need to give the function module name. Sorry. What is the function module name? This is the one. Z22FIDOC. Copy and give the function module and give the input as 1. That's it. Okay, individual input done. So this is how I finished both the prerequisites. Then we are going to create a process code. EE42 to see that, EE41 to create, 41 to create the process code. Click on change. Okay, click on new entries. It is like filling that tabular form. Okay, Z22 process code PC, process code for new. For that, what I need to do, I need to give the function module. I just given that function module. Just save it. Done. Okay, so this is my new process code Z22 PC. Okay, this is how I created my all that, and I given this is extension. I'm just removing. So now I have all customized. Now these details we are going to provide what and all IDOC type, message type, and process code will be given to functional. What they will do before in the partner profiles they given like what is that mat mass is the message type, correct? First what they are giving in the message type, they are giving in the outbound side IDOC type they are giving, and if you have any extension type they are giving, and in the inbound side they are giving the message type and process code. This is the one they are giving in the inbound side. Up to now, what is that? Mat mass is the message type. IDOC type, mat mass 05 is the IDOC type. If I do the extension, will give the extension. Here, message type, mat mass, and process code will be matter. This is the process how they did. Now, the same. Okay, we are giving this right, a new customs, right? So, they are going to give Z22 message type. So they'll do the configuration like this message type and Z22 new IDOC is the IDOC type, and there is no extension because it is new custom. And what is the message type? Z22 mess is the message type, and what is the process code? Z22 PC. Like that, they will do the configuration under the partner profiles. Then, as usual, it's going to generate the IDOC and send. If it is inbound side, it is going to fetch the data and stores into your system. Is it clear, ma?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the reason we learn at the starting itself what and all steps we did, what how we did it, so that you know that what is this message type, IDOC type, where can I see this, so that they did the configuration properly or not. Clear? Any questions up to here? Any questions up to here?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then we have the next one is debugging of IDOC. What is this debugging of IDOC? We are going to check whether the IDOC is successfully executed or not. If it is ended with the errors, okay. First, we are going to see the messages, error messages, why it is failed. Why, if it is failed because of some communication gaps, then we will throw that to the basis. And if it is due to mandatory fields or something configuration issue, we will throw it to the functional. But if it is not, then it will come to us. Okay, then what we need to do, we need to check first what is the issue. If not, then we are going to debug the issue. So how to debug the IDOC, that we'll see in the next class. Okay, okay ma.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, so just check it and come for tomorrow's class so that we can see the debugging of IDOC, and we'll see the BAPI's concept, and then we'll continue with the next concept called enhancements. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So the basic coding and all we already learned, ma. Now what we are doing, we are just following the steps. If it is this, how to go. If it is this, how to go. That's it. Basic coding and all we already learn. If the FS they're giving all the details, we are able to know how to write the program and all. Okay. Any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Then thank you. Have a good day. We'll meet tomorrow. Bye, ma.